Hey there, VC. What is happening? Adam here from the freight. Coming at you guys with another pickup and spins video. I haven't done one in a while, and there's been a good amount coming through that I want to talk about. Some things that, some highlights, if you will, from really the beginning of 2026, maybe the end of 2025, but coming in strong for 2026. Let's get right into it. Oh, before we go any further, welcome everyone who's new on board. There's been so many new people coming on board lately, and it's just fantastic to see. I am almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy. If you had ever told me that what I got going here would get to 1,000 subscribers, that's amazing. So welcome, and I am psyched to have you all here. All right, let's get into what's been on the turntable and what I picked up recently. All right, I am a huge Guns N' Roses fan. Unabashed, love Guns N' Roses. This came out and got announced late 2025. I pre-ordered it immediately. This is Guns N' Roses Live Era 87 and 93. This I got as early when it came out. The tape version of this lived in my car, in my Iowa all-in-one, and into my Sony all-in-one stereo unit at the house for, I want to say, a decade. This thing just one of my favorite live albums of all time. I was psyched when they announced this. I was super nervous and anxious because I'm like, oh my God, please let this sound good. Oh my God, please let this sound good. Please let this sound good. It sounds really good, actually. It sounds really good. It's remastered from the original analog tapes, and it sounds really good. It's great. I love it. The guitars rip through. It's a proper live rock and roll record. Sounds awesome. 4 discs. It's if you know this. I mean, if you're a Guns N' Roses fan, you know this. It kicks ass. It's amazing. It's got the definitive version of Patience in my mind on it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So stoked to pick it up, and I was even more stoked when it sounded killer. So definitely recommend the Guns N' Roses Live Era box. Stoked on that. Absolutely stoked on that. Okay, next. We're kind of all over the place here, by the way. We got some audio file stuff. We got some used records that I found, some new records that I bought, whole bunch of things. So here's one of the used ones that I found a few weeks ago at my local. This is something that I had known about for a while, but nothing that I had ever put any time into listening to, even though this is truly one of my favorite artists. I love Stevie Wonder. I pretty close to completionist with Stevie Wonder. I think I have just about everything there is, except I did not have this. The Secret Life of Plants. Now, you guys know about this? This is something that I had heard about that I just had never put the time into listening to for whatever reason. Really no real reason. And it's not that rare of a record. It's certainly not an expensive record. I got this definitely under $10. I want to say it was like $8, and these records are in mint condition. It is a 3 LP trifold. Come on. There we are. Oh, sorry, 2 LP, not 3. My fault. 2 LP trifold. And it is amazing. It is amazing. Talk about a sonic masterpiece. Synths and pianos and voice and strings and huge arrangements and some like mood for effect. There's some up and down here. There's like, he does some voices here and there of like, plants and bugs flying around. It's awesome. It's really great. I was blown away by this, and it is like a sonic revelation too. It sounds incredible. So good. For under $10, God, pick this up. It is just an enjoyable listen from beginning to end. Not like anything else you're going to hear from Stevie Wonder. It's not, there's no hits on this record. It's just an experience, and it's awesome. I cannot recommend it enough. Really great. This next one I picked up probably like a month ago, just an online purchase that I had heard about this record. I can't remember who. I'm really bad at that. That's a New Year's resolution for me. I watch a lot of VC people's videos, and I'm really bad at like remembering who I get these recommendations from. I'll try to remember who it is, and maybe I'll put it in the comment or description or something. But anyway, Esther Moreau, Sister Woman. I was not familiar with her, but it came recommended to me from someone who I watched, and damn, is this awesome! This record it sounds amazing. Kevin Gray mastered Coherent from the tapes. This is like a gospel soul record all wrapped into one that sounds just amazing. I was blown away by how this one sounded. This is a Kraft Records reissue. I want to say it's a Record Store Day issue that I don't know from what year. I bought it online recently, and it was around, I want to say like $28, something like that I paid for it on Discogs. I believe I bought it. What a record. What a record this is. Just an incredible sort of gospel soul singer with incredible groove and drums on this record. Really amazing stuff. Highly recommend that record. I was not something I was familiar with. I went on a recommendation that I had heard, and I'm so glad I did. It's amazing. All right, this is one that I found, I think just at a thrift shop or something, maybe like a couple months back, and I just hadn't listened to it yet. Peter Gabriel, 12-inch single of Sledgehammer on Geffen. Man, does this sound good. And I have really, really, really been into the 12-inch single thing lately from the 80s. I have come across some absolute gems, not only for the music, but like for the sound quality. These 12-inch, maxi singles from the 80s and some early 90s or whatever, wow, do they sound great. And they were made this way because, you can get this more spacing on the grooves. You can get more information in those grooves over a 12-inch space than you could over a 7-inch space. So they were designed with sound in mind, and man, did they sound great. And this is no exception. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer, the single, got a couple different versions on here. Absolutely fantastic. Again, not an expensive record either. I think if you went to buy it, not that much. Okay, this next one. This is in the audiophile land, okay? This came recommended to me by my friend Chris, the Groove Seeker. You probably know him from Surface Noise, some of the other live streams that he does in the vinyl community. He's a great dude, wealth of musical knowledge. I always appreciate his recommendations, and he recommended this to me, McCoy Tyner. This is a Chesky one-step, all right? This is called the New York Reunion. It has Joe Henderson, Ron Carter, and Al Foster. I mean, God, the lineup is not, you cannot have a better lineup than that. It's not possible. And this is a recording, this is a recording of a live session, I believe, from the early 90s. And this is a one-step on pink vinyl. Let me show you the hype sticker here. If you can see that. Hopefully that's coming in. I'm not too close. Try to get. It's so good. So Chesky, this is a one-step pressing on pink vinyl. I'm going to show you the vinyl right now. Chesky Recordings, if you look them up online, they have like a whole kind of closet, quiet little section of one-steps that you don't know about. And I was going through them, and I'm really tempted by some of them. I don't know if you guys know them. I know of them, and I have probably a couple of other Chesky high-quality records in my collection. This, I think, is my first Chesky one-step, and I'm kind of curious to go back and look because this is so good. It's ridiculous. And Chris was right. He told me, he goes, dude, tell me what you think, but like this is like a reference grade, record, and it is. It sounds amazing. And what's cool is it's like, check out this pink vinyl, right? Who says colored vinyl can't sound amazing? Because this disproves that 100% completely. This is pink vinyl, and it sounds amazing. So yeah, Chesky, one step, McCoy Tyner, beautiful. What a lineup. Of course, Ron Carter. Ron Carter's my boy. I'm a big Ron Carter fan. So check it out. Amazing. And the one step for the record, that's for the record, get it? That's it's like a $70 one step. Not $100. It's like $70. Sounds amazing. So that's a good deal for you in the one-step audiophile realm. Something to think about. Okay, what a cool record and find this was. I found this at an antique shop that just had like a little kind of section of like one of the vendors had records. And this was there. And I'd known about this record for a long time, been on my want list. I just never kind of pulled the plug on one. This is Fanny. 70s early, this I believe is their first debut record, self-titled, that is on Reprise. And obviously an all-girl group that just absolutely kicks ass. Let me show you this gatefold. Awesome gatefold. So cool. This band is awesome. A lot of you may know them. If you don't, again, full all-female band, early 70s. I believe this record came out in 1970, self-titled. Sounds awesome. What a cool rock and roll record this is, top to bottom. Incredibly listenable. Awesome riffs, awesome grooves. Sounds fantastic. Really great record all around. Again, on the Reprise Records label. Absolutely fantastic. And, I found this, I think I paid like $25 for it, which is a very good price for it. I think it typically goes for around $50. So I think I got a pretty good price on it just at the antique shop. Very excited to find that. And it's awesome. If you ever see that out there, grab it. Don't even hesitate. It's so good. Okay, this one I found, this was over Christmas break. I was down Cape Cod with my family, and it's quiet down there in the winter, and we just were spending a few days there. In fact, we were there for New Year's, and we were down in, it was Dennis, I believe, at a place called the bag over there called Spinnakers. Not a place that I get to a lot, but it's again down in Dennis in the Cape, and so we had some time to kill. I went in the record store, poking around, and they had this, which you don't see every day. This is the Counting Crows, August and Everything After. This is the Walmart exclusive that is on the gold orange vinyl, and it's like mastered by, I believe, Chris Bellman, and oh my god, it sounds incredible. And this is, let me see, I forget if it came with a hype sticker or not. I can't remember if I had it. Yeah, it did. Here you go. So you can see like your huge kind of Walmart limited edition, Walmart exclusive orange vinyl. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, the Walmart vinyl can sound good. Yeah, some of it can. It's obviously very hit or miss, but this one is like well regarded. And believe it or not, this is an expensive copy of this. This Walmart version goes for around $75, and that's what I paid for it. I did not have a copy of it. I knew that this copy was like an extremely well regarded copy of it, and it sounds good. It's an album that I love from an era, that I grew up with. So I did not have a copy. So I was very happy to find it out in the wild and not, have to buy it online. Yes, I paid full price for it of what it goes for now, but I was okay doing it because number one, I knew it was a really solid copy to go after. And it's just something you don't see. So I grabbed it when I saw it. Very excited. And it really does sound incredible, man. What a record this is. This is just, it, top to bottom. It's really a classic. This next one is the latest Atlantic 75 that I have gotten. I don't subscribe, so I buy them. The ones that I want, I buy. I wanted this one from the second they announced it. They announced it probably towards the end of last year, and I was psyched because this is one that has been on my want list for an OG for a long time. But I have found, and just is just my experience, this is just a general rule, not always. The Atlantic 75 series is something that I'm willing to pay up for. I have come a long way, kind of full circle, from always kind of going for the immediate rush to the reissue, thinking it's going to be better, and then realizing it's not, to kind of like pumping the brakes and really being selectful with the reissues that I buy. The Atlantic 75 I buy with confidence. Every Atlantic 75 I have, I think, sounds dynamite. And I do have a lot of them. And I've done some videos about the Atlantic 75 and my favorites and things like that. You can go back and find those on the channel. So I picked this one up not too long ago, got it from my local record store who gets them in for me, and Billy Cobham Spectrum. Billy Cobham, if you don't know, is the fantastic jazz drummer, just an absolute legend. has played with everybody, but has some fantastic solo records. And this is, one of his most famous, Spectrum. Again, Ron Carter's on here. There's some other fantastic musicians on here. I think Eric Gale was the guitar player. I have to go back and look, but without going through that right now, this record is fantastic. It sounds lights out good. Talk about, like, I was thinking about this, maybe from like 2 vinyl tags ago or something, one of the questions was like, what's the best sounding drum record or record, with drums on it that sounds the best in your collection? This is right at the top. This is wildly amazing sounding record that sounds, this is a Kevin Gray master. The drums sound ridiculous on this. Ridiculous sounding drums on this. I mean, awesome. Pick this one up if you're into Billy Cobham, if you're into that jazz funk fusion thing. This record is dynamite and it sounds amazing. I'm sure an OG sounds great. It might sound different. I don't know. I can tell you I don't think there's any way that an OG sounds better. Better? No chance. Could it sound different and enjoyable? Absolutely. But better? I don't know. You got to hear this for yourself. This sounds incredible. Really, really fantastic sounding record. All right, this next one I was so stoked on when I heard this record get announced at the end of 2025. I am a huge John McLaughlin fan, Mahavishnu John McLaughlin. He is just a guitar legend, a guitar god, who has paved the way, one of the grandfathers of fusion, him and, Jeff Beck. And, he's played with Santana. He played with Miles. He's that bridge of fusion and rock. And he just came out with this record, which is music for Abandoned Heights. It's on Impex. Talk about an audiophile, high-end, amazing record, sonic brilliance. This is that. This sounds so good, and I believe it was recorded digitally. It says it on here. This is incredible. The guitars, the synths, the percussion, the sound stage is ridiculous on this. This thing has impact from percussion that is tough to experience and tough to describe. You got to hear it for yourself. This is definitely fusion, rock fusion. And man, his guitar playing is on fire as always. And this record is him sounding as good as I've ever heard him sound. It's incredible. He's getting up there too. And to put out a record like this, very impressive. This is on Impex Records. I think you can still find it out there. I cannot recommend this one enough. So incredible. Impex kills it. I can't think of an Impex issue record that I've bought that hasn't been just top notch. Impex does a fantastic job. All right, this is the last record I am going to show for this. And in my mind, I kind of saved the best for last. I can't tell you how blown away I was by this record. I had heard this album. I didn't own a physical copy of it. It came out in 2016. And I've streamed it before, always loved it, thought it was great, but never owned a physical copy of it. This January, Rhino Reserve just did a reissue of it, mastered by Matthew Luthans at the Mastering Lab. So we have a Rhino Reserve reissue of Sturgill Simpson, A Sailor's Guide to Earth. I'll show you the hype sticker. Hopefully you guys can see that. Again, came out in 2016. This is a modern classic. This record is... I was talking with actually Chris, the Groove Seeker, about this. This is because I know Sturgill Simpson. I don't know him well. And this is probably the only album before this that I had listened to from front to back. He is country soul. He's like, like that Willie Nelson record, Shotgun Willie. That's really like, I've talked about it before. It's like a soul record and it's awesome. That's what this is like. You don't hear country in this. You hear soul. This is like a soul record and it's so damn good from front to end, from beginning to end. This sounds ridiculous. You turn this up and it's mind-blowingly good, to the point where this is how good it was. I was listening to it and my wife was in the other room, and she came in and she's like, this sounds good. I'm like, come sit with me. She comes sit with me. She doesn't always do that. She came and sat and we listened to this together, and she's like, wow, like this is great. And it's incredible. And I mean, a lot of you probably know the cover of Nirvana's In Bloom on this. I mean, one of the most definitive covers of all time. It's just, it comes on and you're like, holy shit. It's like, I actually played this for Jeff Rosen, who produced our record, Tales of Maybe, and he was over hearing the new system and all the updates and everything, and I put this record on for him. He knew Sturgill Simpson kind of like I did, but he had never heard In Bloom. He'd never heard that version of In Bloom, and it came on. It's the last track on side one. And I'm like, dude, get ready for this. And he's like, oh, yeah? And I'm like, yeah. He was already super impressed. He was already blown away with the record. And we got to the end of side one. And it came on. And he was like, his jaw was just on the floor. Not only because the song's so good, but this record does sound ridiculously good. So anyway, there you have it. Some recommendations. I think this was this was the Rhino Reserve, but maybe it was like an indie exclusive Rhino Reserve for Start Your Ear Off Right for Rhino. So I don't know if it's always available online. Check, and maybe your local has it or can get it or whatever. But my God, I can't recommend this one enough. So yeah, some really great pickups to start off 2026. Stoked on it. Again, welcome all my new friends. So glad to have you here. Hope you dig the channel. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. Leave a comment, give a like, all the things, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Happy New Year. I hope 2026 is filled with lots of awesome records for you guys. All right. I'll see you guys again very soon. Peace.